Hey guys, so today I had my phone interview. Yay! Okay. I think it went pretty well for the most part. There were some questions that I could have answered a lot better, but overall it was good. I had my mom listen in, and she agreed that I did pretty well. So it's good for reassuring and encouragement, I guess. My interviewer's name was Stacy. She was very nice and talkative, and she was very nice. I already said that, but yeah, she's very friendly and calming voice. So worked out a lot. My chat is going crazy. Anyway, so one of the first questions she asked was, why do you want to do the Disney College program? And what are your top 3 roles? I said PhotoPass, attractions, and character attendant. And she asked me questions about PhotoPass the most. And she didn't even touch attractions or character attendant. But that's okay, because I didn't have any answers that were as good as the answers for PhotoPass. So, she asked what photography experience do I have, and do you have any, or what kind of camera do you own, and some that aren't related to PhotoPass were, how does your work experience, I can't talk, help you with your top 3 roles, and what would you do if a customer came up to you, but then your manager wanted to talk to you too? I said that I would help the customer first and then go to the manager. And then I applied for both parks, and she asked me which one I would prefer more, and I said Disneyland because it's closer to where I live, and I know that park a lot better than Disney World. And she asked how many times I've been to the parks, and I said only Disney World once, but I've been to Disneyland like 6 times, so she kind of laughed at that. And for California, she said, will you have your own transportation? Because they don't have the Disney buses like the Florida program does, so you have to provide your own transportation. And for Florida, she said we have all kinds of different weather, and would you be okay with working outdoors? And I said, yeah, it'll take some getting used to because I'm from Colorado, and that's like a completely different environment, but I'll be okay with it. And oh, and do you have any experience living with roommates? I don't live in the dorms at school. I commute to school, so I don't really have that experience of living with a roommate, but I would like to gain that experience. What else did she ask? So yeah, she only asked about PhotoPass, and I've worked on the yearbook staff for 2 years in high school, so I talked about that and editing pictures and everything, and she asked what camera I had, but I already said that. My interview was 14 minutes and 35 seconds, so I think that's a good time. I kind of stuttered on the how does your work experience help you with your top 3 roles, because I work in a movie theater and that doesn't really help me in PhotoPass at all. I guess I could have said attractions because people come to the movie theater because they want to see movies, but I wasn't thinking of that at that time. So, what else did she ask? And she also asked if I had tattoos, piercings, spacers, or any other kind of wild jewelry or anything. And I was like, none of the above. And she laughed at me. So yeah. That was funny. The rest of the questions that she said, but come on, computer. There, sorry. I don't remember the rest of the questions she asked, but it's a good 15-minute interview, so it's an idea of what they said. So yeah, it wasn't that bad. I was shaking like crazy, but it was a nervous wreck. But as I said, my mom was listening in as I was talking, and she thought I did good, and I made a lot of good points. So I really hope I get this because I want it so bad. And I asked her a couple of questions at the end. I asked how many people get accepted, and she said 500 for Disneyland and 5,000 for Florida, I think. 4,000 to 5,000, yeah. So, and what would I need to do if I were to extend? And she went on this whole explanation that I don't really remember. And then I requested some attractions to work at, even though I didn't get asked for attractions. Or characters, I don't know. So yeah, that was basically my interview. I think it went okay. Stumbled a little bit on some questions, but overall, it's okay. So I wish everybody else good luck, and I hope to see you down there. Bye. Have a magical day. Almost forgot.